So on paper, some of the features the DJI Mic Mini offers may seem a little limited. However, what it does exceptionally well. Hey folks, my name's Simon. Today we're going to be taking a look at the DJI Mic Mini together. And before we go any further, I want to clarify that I purchased this myself. I am not on DJI's Christmas list and this video has not been sponsored. So let's go ahead and take a look inside the box. And everything comes neatly packaged here inside this bag. Well, apart from a couple of stickers and an instruction manual. And here we start off with a nice handy carrying case. And then inside here we have our wind muffs. And there are actually 4, so 2 black, 2 grey. Next up, we have some cables. And they include an auxiliary cable, so you can use this to connect a camera. And also a USB-C cable. And then finally, we have the hub. So on the top here, we have the DJI logo. On the back, we have the USB-C charging port, and then if we push the button on the front here, we can open the lid and get to all the juicy goodness inside. And let's start with the main receiver. Now this thing's actually a lot smaller than I expected. You have the 2 LEDs here for the transmitters, and these will light up as the 2 transmitters are connected. And you also have the dial on the side here, which will allow you to adjust the input gain or reduce the input gain by adjusting it from +12 down to -12. On the back we have the clip for a cold shoe mount, and on the side here we have the auxiliary connector and we have the USB-C connector on the bottom. Now we also have this small adapter here, and this is really useful when you want to connect your phone to the receiver. We can remove this little plastic cover and then we can simply install the adapter that we've taken out of the charging case. That clicks into place there. And then with our phone, we can connect the adapter into the bottom of the USB-C port. And lo and behold, we now have the receiver connected automatically to the phone and can use the wireless transmitters to record audio. We have the 2 mini transmitters themselves, and you can see in my hand just how small they are. And the great thing is each of these also comes with the magnetic clip. That means that you have multiple ways of attaching these to your person. You can simply use the included clip here and attach them as you would a standard wireless mic or lavalier to your clothes, or you can use the magnetic clip in order to have these pretty much anywhere, for example on a t-shirt. But there we have it, the full package. So with each transmitter here being, well, about the size of a coin actually, portability is definitely an advantage of the DJI Mic Mini. Now yes, this does have its own disadvantages. For example, there is no auxiliary connector here in order to attach a lavalier mic. The fact that this is so small means that if you actually wanted to pair a wireless transmitter with a lavalier mic, you probably wouldn't be getting the Mic Mini anyway. And if we were to compare this with the DJI Mic 2 that I'm using right now, 32-bit float recording, not here. Ability to record directly onto internal storage, not here. Okay, those are features that do not exist with the Mic Mini, that's true. However, sound quality, the actual mic audio quality here is phenomenal, far better than I expected and far better than a transmitter of this size has any right to be. The range on this thing, which we'll talk a little bit about later on, but just very briefly I want to say that, well, it's incredible. And something that DJI have also brought over here from the DJI wireless mic and wireless mic 2 is noise cancellation. Now this has 2 settings with the Mic Mini. You have the basic setting, which is going to be great for indoor environments such as this, where ambient noise levels are at a minimum. But then if you are outside with lots of traffic or lots of background noise, then there is a strong mode option for that noise cancellation as well. Okay, so here I have the DJI Mini mic set up, and you are hearing me recording through the microphone in a standard room with a little bit of ambient noise, but not too much, and with noise cancelling turned off. So this is a sample with noise cancelling turned off, and with a simple click of the button, the little yellow LED has shown up, indicating that noise cancellation has now been activated. This is the basic noise cancellation, which is recommended for when you are recording in an environment such as this, so you are inside, not outside. But I could also go into the DJI Mimo app and change the noise cancellation from basic, which is what it is right now, to strong. And that's going to be better once we are outside in a much busier environment. And now here I am outside in the great outdoors but you can actually hear some ambient noise now. I do not have the noise cancellation enabled at this point. I have adjusted it in the Mimo app to be on the strongest setting. So let's go ahead, enable that and see what difference it makes. So now I have the yellow LED turned on, indicating noise cancellation is enabled. There's quite a bit of traffic not far away from me, and also some building work happening. So I'm going to go ahead and be quiet, and we'll see how much of that comes through. Well, actually, I can't hear because I'm not using any monitoring headphones, but I don't know, did it make any difference? Let us know. Now, what's also incredible is the range on this thing when you are in line of sight. So right now I've walked about 25 meters away from the camera and you can still hear me clearly. The thing is, the range on this goes up to 400 meters in line of sight. For those of you that are old school like me, that's a quarter of a mile. How insane is that? Now, I'm not going to test any further today because the ground is an absolute bog and the Crocs that I'm wearing are, already soaking through to my socks. Anyway, I think I'll head back indoors now because it's very cold out here. And the fact that you can purchase the Mic Mini in multiple different packages makes it a real customizable experience. So I've gone for the whole hog here, as you can see. But if you don't need all of that jazz, then you can get a package with just one receiver and one transmitter. And you can also just purchase those transmitters on their own as well, both in black and in white. That purchase will come with a little mini charging hub for that specific transmitter. So you won't need to spend any more money than what you need in order to get what's right for you as an audio or content creator. And there's also great compatibility here. You can connect the Mic Mini to your mobile phone through USB-C or through your camera through the auxiliary cable that's included. And this really is just a plug and play system. You can adjust some settings on the receiver itself, such as the decibel gain. That way you can avoid any peaking if that's an issue with whatever recording device you're using. But the other thing as well is that with the Mimo app, you can go ahead and make whatever settings changes you need to within the actual app software. This thing, the whole package I've got with all three devices in the hub, charge in 2 hours, okay? So obviously we just plug the hub into the charging and then 2 hours, everything is fully juiced up. And the great thing is you can get up to 48 hours of use when you are using the charging hub here. But the DJI Mic Mini seems to be a fantastic wireless mic system, whether you are a content creator such as I am, whether you are vlogging outside or doing podcasts in the outdoors, or even in the indoors, then this is going to be absolutely brilliant for your purposes. It's so easy to set up. The sound quality, as you've heard, is, I would say, more than satisfactory. It's very good, in fact. And the only thing to be aware of is that Rode actually have their own Mic Mini system coming out in a few weeks' time. So you may want to hold off to see what that brings to the table. So I do think the DJI Mic Mini is a fantastic system. It's a little bit of a shame that you can't connect a lavalier mic to the transmitters, but I understand why that's the case, since the whole point of them is that they are supposed to be small and unobtrusive, so a lavalier isn't needed. And the fact that we get this really nice soft carrying pouch as well is just going to make it perfect for taking the Mic Mini out on your travels when you are vlogging or whatever it is you might be doing. So folks, thank you for watching. Hopefully this has been a helpful introduction to the DJI Mic Mini, and I'll catch you in the next upload.